Hope you are having a good one. You are watching Ledger Live, and if you would like to support the channel, there is small donation details in the description. Let's get into the stories. Abu Dhabi's Finance Week standout Web3 roundtables, a new AI gift helper built with Caffeine, fresh debates around quantum threats to Bitcoin, and lastly, we discuss about email bringing gas-free messaging to stable chain. A speaker announcement for Abu Dhabi Finance Week made its way around crypto Twitter and Telegram pretty quickly. Hashed and its partners have put together the speaker lineup for two private Web3 leaders roundtables, and the guest list reads like a who is who of the industry. We have got Charles Hoskinson from Cardano, Joseph Lubin from Consensus, Lily Liu from the Solana Foundation, and for the ICP community, the name that really stands out that is Dominic Williams, who is the founder of Divinity and architect of the Internet Computer. Now, the first session focuses on a topic that's becoming more relevant by the week: how AI and Web3 can work together through on chain agents, real world assets, and infrastructure that supports autonomous digital systems. This isn't just a broad idea. It's an area where Williams has been one of the most consistent voices. If you have followed ICP for any amount of time, you will know that Williams has been pushing for fully on chain verifiable computation long before the rest of the industry began taking AI agents seriously. What Hashed is discussing at the roundtable aligns very neatly with what ICP has been building: execution that doesn't rely on cloud servers, agents that can operate independently, and systems that stay verifiable at every step. Online chatter has already pointed out how ICP's approach is likely to be part of the conversation. When you have Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, and ICP represented in the same room, it becomes a rare opportunity to compare models and talk openly about what scaling agent driven systems will actually require. The second session takes a very different angle. Instead of AI, it shifts to institutions and regulation. Think settlement layers, stable coins, tokenized assets, compliance frameworks, and the big question of how traditional financial organizations are supposed to interact with all this technology without losing their footing. This is where things often get tricky. On one hand, institutions want the efficiency and transparency that digital assets can offer. On the other, regulatory clarity is still a patchwork, and companies are cautious about stepping into unknown territory. Speakers at previous ADFW sessions have said the same thing. The appetite is strong, but progress is patchy. What works in one jurisdiction can be completely unworkable in another. Hashed says insights from both sessions will be included in an official report following the event. That report is expected to outline priorities for AI powered digital economies and the next phase of institutional adoption. For the ICP community, there's a simple reason this matters. Williams is one of the few people in the industry who talks about computation as a trust layer, not just a tool. If his ideas find their way into the final document, it could push the wider conversation towards systems that remain verifiable from the ground up. Abu Dhabi has been pushing hard to position itself as a hub for emerging technology, and these sessions are part of that strategy. Whether it leads to faster adoption or clearer rules remains to be seen, but the speaker list alone has already given this event a sense of weight. For now, the industry is watching closely, especially to see how the Internet computers model fits into this broader debate around AI agents, on chain execution, and infrastructure that can stand on its own. Next up, something a bit lighter but surprisingly practical, that is GiftGenie. It's an AI powered gift recommendation app built with Caffeine. We all know gift shopping can be enjoyable until you hit that wall, the moment where you have scrolled through dozens of pages and everything feels wrong, too generic, or just not quite right for the person you are buying for. Gift Genie tries to avoid that whole problem. When you open the app, it starts with a very simple prompt, like find the perfect gift with AI. There is a clean visual of a wrapped present next to it, and from there, the whole experience is built around ease. You answer a few quick questions like who are you buying for? What are they into? What sort of personality do they have? No pressure, no long forms, just a handful of details. GiftGenie then uses the OpenAI API to generate personalized ideas, and it goes a little further than just choosing an item. You get a suggested message you can include with the gift, creative wrapping ideas, and direct purchase links through Stripe checkout. It's the digital equivalent of a friend who always knows what to buy and how to present it. The developers describe Gift Genie as a small tool built to remove stress rather than replace the entire gifting process. And that's fair. Taste, culture, budget, these things vary wildly person to person. AI can't magically solve that, but it can give you a strong starting point. One thing early users seem to appreciate is the app's clarity. There is a three-step guide explaining exactly how it works, so you know what you're getting before you begin. A lot of gift apps try to do too much, but Gift Genie keeps things simple, and that's likely a big part of its appeal. The team has hinted at updates like more categories, group gift options, and region based recommendations. Nothing confirmed yet, but it's clear they are treating this as a project they'll keep evolving. You can check it out at the link given in the description if you want to see how it performs with your own prompts. In the end, its long term usefulness comes down to one question: does it consistently find gifts that feel right? If it does, it could build a loyal user base fairly quickly. Let's shift gears to something far more technical: the renewed debate around quantum computing and Bitcoin security. This topic comes up every few years, usually paired with dramatic headlines. But the actual research paints a calmer picture. Bob Bodily recently summed things up in a way that cut through a lot of confusion. He pointed out that Bitcoin's current signatures, ACDSA and Schnorr, could in theory be broken by powerful quantum machines using Shor's algorithm. That much is true, but the key factor is exposure. Your Bitcoin is only at risk if your public key has been revealed. That includes spending from an address, reusing an address, using formats like Taproot or Alt P2PK, where the public key is visible upfront. Our chart from River breaks this down neatly. Some addresses expose the public key straight away. Those are considered long range. Others only reveal it once you spend. Those are short range. Even then, this whole scenario depends on quantum computers becoming far more capable than they are today. Researchers do not expect that to happen anytime soon. Bodley says we are likely a decade away from any real pressure to switch Bitcoin to a quantum safe signature system. The point of talking about it now is that Bitcoin moves slowly by design. Any protocol upgrade, especially one touching something as delicate as signatures, will take years of discussion and testing. That's why hash based signature research is getting attention. Nickler and Michael Kudinow have been working on schemes designed to suit Bitcoin's architecture. Since Bitcoin already leans heavily on hashing, these signatures could be a natural fit. Early versions were huge, tens of kilobytes, but newer versions have shrunk to around 4 kilobytes while still verifying quickly. They are still bigger than current signatures, but the trade off is becoming more manageable, and developers are giving them serious consideration. For everyday users, nothing needs to change right now. Bodley suggests avoiding P2PK and Taproot if someone wants extra comfort and sticking with modern SegWit formats with no address reuse. Many hardware wallets already encourage this behavior. The broader point here is calm and measured, where quantum computers will eventually force the entire digital world to adapt. Bitcoin's researchers are preparing years ahead of time, and the community is encouraged to take part in that work rather than panic over theoretical threats. For now, this is a conversation about preparation, not danger, and the latest research helps ensure that good solutions will be ready long before the network ever needs them. And finally, a major update in decentralized communication. Gmail has brought its messaging dApp to the stable mainnet, introducing a feature that many users have been asking for: the gas free messaging powered by USDT. The idea here is pretty straightforward. Stablechain is built around stablecoin activity, so Gmail can use USDT to handle message fees without requiring a separate network token. The result is messages that arrive nearly instantly without users needing to manage gas or juggle multiple wallets. The team says they want Web3 communication to feel as familiar as traditional email while keeping the benefits of decentralization, that is, ownership, privacy, and the ability to send messages across chains without friction. Of course, any attempt to scale cross chain messaging will be judged on reliability, security, and user habits. Analysts are already pointing out that usage patterns will matter a lot. Convenience draws people in, but consistency keeps them around. The rollout has sparked excitement within the Dmail community. Users are being encouraged to try sending cross chain messages, explore stable chain, and take part in reward activities tied to the launch. Early reactions have been positive, though some users are waiting to see how the system performs under heavier traffic, which is fair because messaging platforms rarely get judged on day one. It's how they behave when loads spike that tells the real story. Both Stable and Dmail believe this integration shows that Web3 communication can move beyond building for enthusiasts and start catering to everyday users. The coming months will reveal whether gas free, stablecoin powered email becomes a compelling alternative. For now, it's a meaningful step and one that could influence how cross chain communication tools evolve from here. Thanks for watching Ledger Live. If you would like to explore the projects mentioned in the video, you can check the link in the description, including the donation details if you would like to support the channel. See you in the next episode.